toast to the friends that take off every load. One time they sit down in a class and report that and they said the road and we go on with the road. Toast, yeah. So we are coming with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on. Oh, in a rise and boast. So we give thanks that we need it the most. We give thanks that we really supposed to. Thank good. Blessings are all for my life and I thank God for the journey, the earnings, I thank for the plus. Gratitude is a must. The blessings for all by the right hand. But I toast to the friends that take off every load. One time they sit down in a class and report that and they said the road and we go on with the road. Third form is them me try a thing. And you know it formed up to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with panic fire sing. Yeah, see me all digging soon to the higher ring. Like hello brother, it's a hard to shut ya. Saw your posters like that's the photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. You need a butter pass through your soul. You're all in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earnings, I just been plus. Gratitude is a must. The blessings for all my friends. But I go to the friends that take off me load. One time they sit down in a class and report that and they said the road and go on with it, go on with it. That's how I blessings upon me. And send me picture, tell me sorry. That's how I blessings upon me. And that's how I made it give me the top. I'm delighted. Jano tell me push on it tonight. Got the music get me excited. Coming like a boss. Blessings all for my life and I thank God for the journey, the earnings, I thank for the plus. Gratitude is a must. The blessings for all by my right hand. But I toast for the friends that take off every load. One time they sit down in a class and report that and they said the road and we go on with the road. Toast, toast. Oh, in a rise and boast.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. I ain't gonna be here too long. I don't plan to be here too long, but I'm definitely back because I just seen some weird shit. Well, this shit's been playing out for a moment. First, let me say hi to those who are in here, which is not too many. What's up, Daniel Barry? What's up, Why Tanya? Peace in the LBC. Do I be saying your name right? Why Tanya? I want to say Why Tanya. I think I'm saying your name right. So look, so I'm sitting here and I'm seeing some things, right? Or not too many things, because actually some people came over and had to deal with that. And then I got tired and took a nap, and now I'm awoke. And so I got on the YouTube streets and I seen that Clyde Diva was live, right? So I shared her out, but she had obviously had been out online for a while. I was like, oh, damn, I hate that they took away yeah, Tanya. Lord Father, let me say it right from here on out. You're Tanya. I want to say your name right because they be butchering my name. But look, so let's just talk, right? So I woke up, um, grabbed me something to eat, and then I saw that Clyde was live. I shared her out, and I went into the live, and I seen a couple of people up there. One of them, Tan, yeah, you're Tanya. Okay, you're Tanya. I got it. I think I got it. So yeah, and so I went up. So I kind of went in. I hate that YouTube has made it to where you can't tell how long somebody's been live. And so, but I do like the hey leopard print. Good to see you. I'm glad you came through. Okay. Hell. Hey. Melic Dome. I always say your name wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna say Dome, but check this out because I know you know what I'm talking about because this is around your sector and in the sector of dark side, black sector, and all things those sectors, right? And shoot, this live over at look, Clyde Diva gave a good live today, and this live over at Clyde Divas is crazy as hell. But it also has a lot of back history, right? Which I don't know this Barney girl, and I believe she's from the beef sector. I don't really know how she got caught up with Rob Rack, but she did. And people have been speaking to it, having lives on it, talking about her situation. And I never really touched on it other than maybe somebody might speak to it a little bit over here. And I'll be like, what? Like, what? And I didn't think too much of it. But when I first saw her hanging around with that particular crew of people, I was like, how did you find your fucking way over to this fool? Okay, this good drunken Hebrew Israelite nigga who don't like black women. Like, how did you find your way over to here? What was the little doctrine he had came up with? The what I used to know. I used to be able to say it right, the little doctrine he came up with and calling, black women booger wolves and all the stuff. And she is from the beef sector. And for some reason he keeps attracting these broads from the beef sector. Because you remember Tracy was caught up with him too. And I was thinking, how the fuck did you get caught up with him? Thinking about Tracy's stupid ass, you know what I'm saying? But I sort of know how that went down because we do know that Yagtavius had a play in that shit, you know what I'm saying? And they were gaming on that broad across the board. But to his detriment in the end, because he ended up in fucking jail. But now here goes the Barney girl. She's caught up and she's pregnant. And she apparently has the herp as well. Or he gave her the herp. And I'm thinking, like, even when I first saw her, or it was said that she was his girlfriend and over there and stuff, and I was like, girl, do you not know what the fuck you dealing with? Like, and then the sector that you're in. Like, I don't know even how to describe the particular sector that you're in, but it's a whole bunch of drunkards and liars and rosewood hoes, meaning some racist white broads, and people who like to watch the worst of the worst of scenarios play out on YouTube. They like that type of stuff. That is their bread and butter. You know what I mean? Like, this is the things they like to do. And it's a whole group of them who seem to kind of like move around with them within each other. So I would say it's a combination of the liquor sector, black sector, meaning the dark side, and maybe some ragamuffins from the beef sector. So raggedy crew, like what? The liquor hurting people on here. He looks swollen as fuck. Man, he didn't got the girl pregnant, and she was over at Clyde Divas, and she got to talking about the whole story, this, or at least the situationship. I guess she plans on, putting him in jail. I was like, I was done. Like Rob Rack a long time ago just did not move me the right way. He was caught up with Sinetter and the Pa. He was basically tap dancing for them because and the Pa, and I don't know if the Pa is still, you know, aligned with him. But at one point in time, the Pa was his best friend. Like anybody who knows about the conscious sector, the Hebrew Israelites, um, the liquor sector and stuff kind of knows that there was like a fusion, right? But there was a point in time where Rob Rack ass was caught up with Sinetta real heavy, or at least trying to get on Sinetta's train. That was his thing through Nepal. He wanted to get on with Sinetta. He was stepping, fetching, tap dancing for that situation. Now, during that time is when you would know and hear about him talking about the booger wolves and all that stuff and talking crazy to his audience and all the things. He was saying all the most egregious things. But there was a few women, I want to say quite a few women, that supported this fool. If you want to talk about some mammyism, talk about this shit right here. Because, I mean, it was going down like that. And they were over there shish bombing and rah for his ass. Right about now, he has a mod who's a goddamn Rosewood hoe. She's a straight up alabaster wig wearing ass bitch. She's racist as fuck. And she has her ass in all the black spaces. You know what I'm saying? That is her fucking thing. And she happens to be a mod for him. And she would be considered part of the black sector because that's the sector that she roamed in. And they like this type of stuff. Like, I don't know, because I know Melekdom would know about this, right? He would know about what is it? What's it? Um and Tuck and D. Tuck and D used to go live, and I don't know if they still go live, but they will be on, live drunk and having it out and all kinds of stuff. And that used to be their fodder for the masses. All these particular people now who are stuck up in the saga that is Barney and Rob Rack. Tuck and D used to be their fucking meat and potatoes, where they would go over there and watch Tuck and D be drunk as fuck, crash out, have their fights, and all the things in between. So I'm mentioning that to let you know that these are the type of things that they like to see. You know what I'm saying? This is the crash outs they like to see. And then it seemed like them niggas was kind of just floating around for a while because the main place they like to hang out at the time, was over in the black sector, like these particular group of people. Hey, Sister Jackie, peace in the LBC, peace in the LBC. I hope Melanated pop up because she know about this stuff too. I don't know if you know so much, but I think you kind of know. But some of this stuff goes back sometime. It's the history of the group of people that have been roaming around, and Barney has been placing herself around. I'm still trying to figure out how she found these motherfuckers. I remember when he threw up on himself, talking about Tuck. Excuse me, I have a little cough. Man. Then they had that cat and stuff, and he was always doing stuff to D. I don't even know if that shit is even a thing anymore. But this is the new Tuck and D. I feel like this is the new Tuck and D for them. And it's all the usual suspects, all the people who have supplanted themselves in the black sector. And since the black sector 2.0 is not what it used to be, they have now become, no, not Rob. It was nasty. Oh, Rob threw up on himself. Oh, well, that's what drunkards do. You know what I'm saying? He's just nasty. He has always been nasty. And when he was cloud chasing Tracy ass, like he was on a straight up cloud chase. He was just doing all kinds of nasty shit. And I didn't even understand. Well, I can understand now because she's a cannibal. She likes to eat herself, you know what I'm saying? And she likes to drink pee from dicks and stuff. Like that's her thing. Like she thinks a dick is a faucet. She's just as nasty as him. But maybe I didn't understand the nastiness that is Tracy. in the time frame that she got caught up. But now maybe because all this is happening with Barney, somehow they're going to kind of soft shoe the Tracy aspect. But you know what I'm saying? Those two motherfuckers deserved each other. Those two really, it was a deserving, but he was definitely on a clout chase because he didn't have a lot of numbers. He didn't have like this great plethora of people watching him, and he was conscious sector, and that's where he was roaming, right? And he was really trying to get on Sinetter. But when he saw the opportunity, right, through Yagtavius and MU and all them to kind of like, get the numbers from the beef sector, he did so. And Tracy pumped the numbers over that way because people will come over specifically to see the train wreck was that relationship. And the ongoing theme of these situations is that it's one train wreck relationship after another train wreck relationship after another train wreck relationship. And some people like to watch that type of stuff. They like to see niggas dog bitches out. They like to see bitches run around here and doing all the most for the least. You know what I'm saying? They like to see these type of things. You know what I'm saying? To see how far they can go down to degrading yourself, pole, the whole, if you will. Okay. You got got AIDS, had me. Okay, AIDS. Had me. Now we find out you got the herpes. Yeah, it went from AIDS to herpes, all kinds of weird stuff. Hey, youngest, peace in the LBC. Hold on one second, y'all. I had to get that out because I just got done eating and it felt like it was just sitting there or something, right? So let's talk about Clyde Diva's live, right? In that live, I learned a lot of things, or at least I learned that the usual suspects is out there, like Yagtavius, you know what I'm saying? Faggot Lights, okay? Apparently he's been running gunshot on this shit. They've been going, Barney took her ass over to Faggot Lights fucking live and proceeded to do an interview over there. That's my understanding. I'm like, bitch, do you not see the class and caliber of fucking niggas that you're fucking with? Like, you just do not know the history. You do not know the history. And so she's been roaming with or running with like the bottom of the barrel of fucking niggas. Now Goosey's out here, right? Because that's her friend, and he seems to really, really like her. And Goosey is trying to save her. And at every fucking turn, Goosey is right there to try to hit the link or in the fucking chat, trying to get her to talk her down, to not be talking to people and stuff like that. And I commend him for that. And because of Goosey, I'm not going to really just lay into her. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Goosey. Goosey don't think I like him, but I fucking like him. And also, I don't really feel ultimately that she needs to be bashed because she's going through enough. Because she done found her a bottom of a barrel nigga online. I don't know what she was going through in her mind that she wanted to meet up with this fool and lay up with him and then lay up with him unprotected. Like, didn't make no efforts to say, hey nigga, let's get some tests. You show me your records, I'll show you mine, and then we can get down to that type of business. But there was no stage of, there was no stage of getting to know you really. It was just very lust filled, and now you're left with something that you can't give back. Now she's saying that she's going to not go forth with the pregnancy or whatever the case may be because she's pregnant. But there's another aspect. You really can't give back the herpes. Like, you got it, and now you got to live with it. And then you had this fool, if you did your research on him, you would have known that he literally went to jail on YouTube. Like, Tracy sent his ass to jail. This motherfucker had to blow into, breath, whatever the fuck those are, blow into the thing so his car would start. You know what I mean? He doesn't really have the wherewithal to uphold or take care of a woman. And if we just put Tracy to the side, her fuckery and scenarios and how he was caught up with that broad, he was also caught up with Empress Janet, good one to hang niggas from trees ass. Like, you got to look at the type of brides these niggas be picking. Like, really look at that shit. It seems to me that the Barney girl might be a little step up from these bitches. or at least in her mind, she feels like she's a step up from these bitches, but she has lowered herself to, to the level of a common nothing, like what I'm saying, to just a mat. Now you are amongst them hoes all the way across the board. I don't understand how she didn't know nothing about him. Hey, Vibrant, peace in the LBC. My mods is in the house. Did you see Vibrant? Did you see Barney over there at Clyde Divas? Oh my God. This is crazy. And then Goosey came over there, and I think he was trying to regulate the situation or get her, I think in a lot of ways, to just stop what she's saying, stop not giving a fuck, just stop. And she did say something interesting over there, Clyde's Barney did. She said that she was drinking to tolerate this nigga. Now, anytime you have to drink to tolerate a fool or do any kind of substance to tolerate a person, you literally don't need to be around that person. But I think she was probably just enjoying herself because that's all she could do with that set of niggas. That's the liquor sector niggas. They are the liquor sector niggas. Just off the top of my head, I can imagine who the fuck all has been over there, who she has all been exposed to, who has all been in her chat and in Rob's chat, like, and how the shit was going. The shit probably was just depraved and fucked up and sick and drug, drunken filled, you know what I'm saying? A lot of disrespect. And I'm certain before where she's at now, she was getting disrespected, not only by him, but probably by them people too. Cause this is their fucking, like, this is, their joke. This is the type of stuff they like, you know? She is enjoying herself. It's painfully obvious. Well, to me, in fact, she was enjoying herself. I was with Clyde. Yes. I ain't going. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know if she needs attention or this is some kind of desperate cry for help or whatever. But these matters are serious. Now, when it first came around and somebody was saying, oh, she got the herp and stuff, I said, well, they went through their relationship or whatever, and they're going to flip it in a minute, and then she's going to probably come out here and say she didn't have the herp or whatever. I figured that she was going to take it back. But no, she is doubling down on that. And earlier today, when I was live earlier, somebody had came in and they had said that she had that Rob had took the food out of her refrigerator, like the food he got for her kids, because he had been buying food from her, which I found for her, which I found out over Clyde Divas with food stamps. Now, I don't just know this nigga get food stamps or he got the hookup, but he was using food stamps to supply food in that house. But how you gonna be with a man? I don't give a fuck how he's putting shit into your household. How you gonna be with a man that know you got children and stuff, and he gonna take food out of the refrigerator, out of your children's mouth to take off with it to spite you? Oh, bitch, I'm leaving. I'm gonna take all the food. I wish a nigga fucking would, bitch. You wouldn't even make it to that refrigerator. You would. Fuck you, hoe. Okay, me and my kids would jump you, you bitch ass nigga. But and then the way she would describe it is her son wasn't going. Her son didn't want him in the house. Like sometimes these women, they need to listen to their children. They need to listen. Like if your child is saying that they don't want or he don't or she don't want this man in the house, they're saying it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Their creep radar is up there. They like, oh, this is a creep. He's invading our safe space. You're the first line of defense for your children. You're the one that protects them and keeps them safe from all harm. And you have lit a motherfucker into your space. Him and all these bitch ass motherfuckers who are online, they get a kick out of his antics. You have allowed all of them into your world, making your household and your feelings and your situation an entire fucking joke. And then somehow T-Duck, new Eric King of all fucking people, is weaved up into the situation. I literally shared Clyde Diva outright, but when T-Duck came up, when like she was saying his name, new Eric King, I was like, say what? So I tagged him and I was like, nigga, what are you doing now? And we know T Duck has been roaming around over there with them liquor sector niggas. Them bum ass rejects of the black sector niggas. You know what I'm saying? That whole little fucking crew, the clicky clack, the bitch ass niggas. He likes to roam with those type of people too. So I know that's where the fuck he been. Like every now and then he'll drop off up in here and be like, player. And then also he likes to be over there in the Mo3 sector. But if we want to know where the fuck this nigga been, that's where the fuck he been. Where some people don't want to know where the fuck he been. Because when he comes around, sometimes, people be getting like, no air here. That kind of shit. Barney has been here for years. She know about Rob. If she know about him, then why the fuck did she get caught up with him like that? Like what's going on? It's some desperateness, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like desperation or something. Like of all the men you could have picked, because she's saying that her baby daddy had to leave. Um, I'm assuming he's some kind of Dominican or something. He's something. And he had to leave, right? Something happened. I want to say he got deported. I'm not laughing about it, but like he's gone. Have you listened to her? No, I don't listen to her like that. So maybe I'm missing that aspect of it, the listening to her part of it. You know what I mean? Hey, Shot Cam, peace in the LBC. You know what I'm saying? So, like, maybe that part of it I'm missing. I do know that Goosey seems to really care for her and he's trying to shield her and protect her. And also, I do know the crowd that she's fucking with. I'm aware of them bitch ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They try to pull shenanigans and shit with me. See, there's history here with people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those people over there have been on a clout chase forever. They're very attention seeking. They want their names to be said. They want to be on the radar. They want a motherfucker to interview them. They want people to come into their chat. They'll do shit to try to fuck off your chat because they want everything. They want all eyes on them. And all eyes should be on y'all. For the simple fact that you guys are pieces of shit. Racist hoes, drunkards, liars, shit starters, and some other fucking shit. And you have no value for anybody, like none whatsoever. Goosey was called out earlier and is being checked as we speak. Being checked for what though? What is Goosey being called out for and what is he being checked for? Because he liked this girl. It seems to me that he's been trying to protect her. So I don't know why are they coming at him? If somebody's a friend to you and they're trying to protect you to some extent or help you out of a situation and trying to, he talks to her behind the scenes. I mean, I can't knock that if somebody cares enough, but is he using her for content or something? Because that's the only reason why he would be checked, is if that's what he's doing, if he's feeding off of her. But it seems to me every time she ends up somewhere, Goosey is right there. He cares about Barney, but he also played her lives and spoke more than he ought to have. Yes. Oh, okay. So he used her for content. Wow. You know that T Duck and Rob from the Hebrew crew. Facts. We can't fucking hang handling peace in LBC. We can't dismiss that shit. They are Hebrew Israelites. Him, Yagtavius, you know what I'm saying? Rob, all of them. Remember when Yagtavius was teaming up with Rob because he wanted to get on with Sinetta? He was tap dancing over there because he wanted to get on with Sinetta. The whole thing for them initially was because they wanted to be part of Sinetta's clique. And we all know the backstory with Sinetta. You know what I'm saying? And the weirdness and him and Polite and all them niggas messing with them little girls and shit. The power wearing them backwards ass wigs, doing a goddamn jig like she was fucking about to cast a spell on somebody. Remember when the pa had that wig on backwards and she started doing that shimmy and shit? You know what I'm saying? She was saying some kind of weird ass words and stuff. These are the type of people that they were, tap dancing for, that they fucking wanted to be around. Niggas that were offering their nieces and shit up to goddamn grown ass men. This crew. This is the crew. Octavius is a bozo, certified sucker. Okay, hey, people's 212. This shit been going on for a long time. And then the ultimate fucking come up was fucking Tracy. Tracy was the come up for them. Ron, did I say hi? I think I said hi. Let me put you on a Summer Jam screen. Boop, 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 boop. There you are, Ron P. And then we put Shakim on the Summer Jam screen too, because I didn't put him up here. Put everybody up here. Boop, 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 boop. Everybody on Summer Jam screen. But there's history to that shit. And whenever these niggas put some fuck shit down, we know exactly which way it's gonna go. We know exactly what they up to. We also know what time it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what it is. For them, it's a clout chase. For them, it's, numbers. For them, it's like if they get their name fucking out here. For them, it's pushing their little mantra and doctrine and all that shit in between. Like, they'll try to come off like they're reasonable people. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're for the woman and for the black woman and all this type of stuff. Them niggas don't give a fuck. Then they'll turn around and call you a fucking booger wolf real quick. Talk about you, talk underneath your clothes and shit, call you all kinds of whores and those type of things. Like, this is the fucking things that they do. Now, Goosey did play her stuff because I remember he did play her stuff. I don't know why he did that. He quiet as kept. If he really, really wanted to protect her, he should just shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck how much she was out here acting and doing or whatever and embarrassing herself. He could have kept all that communication behind the scenes and he chose not to. But maybe, right, just to play devil's advocate in this situation, maybe, just maybe, Goosey thought he would get ahead of it and spin the narrative as such to where that she didn't fall so hard in this thing. But you can't stop her, the Barney girl, because she's hitting links left and fucking right. And now that T-Duck is in the story, kind of piqued my interest a little bit. LL Cider, pack them up, okay? It sort of piqued my interest a little bit because I'm like, Era, you, okay, I'm confused. Did this girl go to school with them as well? Because we know Era and we know Rob Rack went to school together when they were young. I don't count that shit as anything unless you went to school together for multiple grades. Maybe you guys went to school in kindergarten, but niggas, move around and stuff like that. You might not see a motherfucker for a while. And what you remember in kindergarten is not the same as what you remember, say, in like the 5th grade or the 6th grade. You know what I mean? Like, so motherfucker, that don't mean nothing. But Rob Rock and T Duck has been kind of like at odds for a moment, right? All that's going down. And then there was an incident where they were both fucking with that goddamn racist ass Empress Janet. Now, I do believe that bitch OD'd when T Duck was out there fucking with her and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he had her propped up like a weekend at Bernie's and shit. She had them glasses on, looked like she might have, I told that nigga, we need proof of life. We need proof of life because this bitch looked like she was, she had died for a moment and came the fuck back, okay? Hey, Detached, peace in LBC. She looked like she had died. It looked like that nigga had propped her up just so he can be like, look, this bitch is alive. And I'm gonna drop this hoe right here. And if she make it, fine. If she don't make it, but I do have a picture here showing that she was fucking alive. You know what I'm saying? But she always looked like the Walking Dead to me. Sincere, the links are bad, but her lives are worse. Oh. See, I don't watch her lives, but I do know if she's hanging around with that particular crew of people, them niggas, they definitely gonna be there because that is their thing. They like that type of shit. And then I heard her say that goddamn the Rosewood hoe, the alabaster bitch in the wig, is her mod. I'm like, the fuck? How did you get this racist bitch to be your mod? But okay, well, I know how that happens because she's going to be in every black space she possibly can. And this ain't no fake ass shit. This ain't no where these motherfuckers be running around talking about she's racist and making up shit because they want to fucking, jump on the bandwagon of their little friend and stuff. No, this bitch is racist for real, for real. She's a straight like this bitch wants to read goddamn Remus and book Remus books to fucking imaginary black kids that she ain't had. She wants to read racist books to imaginary black children that she ain't had yet. Per her words. She thinks this is funny. And she's always in our black spaces, but that's how she does. You know what I'm saying? This is how they do. Hey, teasing you, peace in the LBC. Let's go. So I'm just like, man, I can imagine all them people over there with their good drunk asses, their good narrative spinning asses, the fact that they like to see train wrecks go down. I could imagine them being over there like that at Barney's Live. Hey, CT, peace in the LBC. Mm-hmm. Hey, let me get you up there. Janet is hotter than fish grease. Shh. Janet is nasty and she wants to hang Negroes from trees. I tried to support her, but I don't think I can continue. So you've been over there trying to help her out a little bit. Are you modding for her too? Girl, don't go down that well. I'm trying to tell you, Vibrant, do not go down that well. You know the caliber of people. You know that it's the same old crew of people. And whenever you see them niggas, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. And they've been on a clout chase forever. They so happy that Clyde Diva had her live and she had X amount of people up there and uh uh Classic Lights, Yagged Lights name got mentioned. I'm certain, I mean, these motherfuckers is fucking elated. Do you hear me? Oh, you said your name. Yeah, we doing it now, right? That's how they are. They cloud chasers and they're drunkards and weirdos. And they like to uphold pedophiles. That's what they do. Hey, Ronnie Q, peace in the LBC. Oh, Molly, is that you? What's going on with you, Molly? Okay, let me see. Hey, Saida, and I feel like this storyline is on the verge of finally getting really big, so they're really going to push it. Facts, and this is going to be an opportunity for all them little social climbers to fucking, do what they do best. Classes was mentioned because Barney goes over there. That's what I'm saying. How the fuck did she find her way the fuck over there? But I know because all these niggas is part of what we call the liquor sector. The liquor sector. They're drunkards and weirdos. They're pedo upholders and some motherfucking shit. So she was going over there by way of who? Rob Rack? Because that's who he been hanging around too. Like they're all. Did she not know this shit about these people? I mean, did she not know this shit about? Did she do? Look, whenever you get caught up with a nigga, check his fucking resume. Meaning, all the things dealing with him and all his affiliations. Check the nigga's resume so know what the fuck you're dealing with. Like, don't just get caught up with him. It's almost like she threw everything to all caution to the wind. She talking about the first time she met him, she laid up with him. They was having sex in the car. I think she said they was having sex in the car or wherever the fuck they had it. She did it, on the one night stand. And then it turned into a goddamn, however long they've been together, food stamp journey. Not a food stamp journey. Let me stop. Hey, Dr. Soapy, peace in the LBC. I ain't dropping down in her chat, but I will try to support from the bushes. She probably got every fucking weirdo from the goddamn conscious sector, from the Hebrew Israelite camp, from the goddamn liquor sector, and from the black sector over there. She got all the fucking weirdos from those particular sectors rolled up into one, fucking there with her. She is in weirdo palooza right now. Definitely. Definitely. Drip, did I say hi? I think I said hi. Mm-hmm. And somehow ended up modding. Okay, wait. What did you say, Molly? Let me read this. Did you say something else before that? Going to push it. Okay. And then you said, and I somehow ended up modding for her too. I know I know her from Avatar Nation, but yeah, she mods up most people. She needs to take her ass back to Avatar Nation. I ain't dropping down in her chat, but okay. Yeah, she need to take her ass back over to Avatar Nation. She does get a big crowd, but she may now. She doesn't get it, but yeah, because she a crash out. She gonna get a bigger crowd because she's crashing the fuck out, and she's dealing with the crash out squad. Okay, she dealing with the weirdos and stuff, and people like to see that type of fuckery. How do we know? Because when all that shit was popping off between Yagtavius and Kiki, that became fodder for the masses. That became something that was, interesting to not only the beef sector, but to the goddamn conscious sector, right? And the Hebrew Israelites and even the black sector. Like her seeming to be in love with this weird ass nigga that we all know ain't shit, right? And just all the drunkenness of it all, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get to come in the regaling of how she flashed people in her past life and fucked niggas on washing machines and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was a big storyline. And so that same thing is about to happen with Barney, because now you have the herpes situation going down, right? That scenario. You got Goosey chasing her around everywhere, and Goosey's name is spreading like wildfire through the streets and stuff. So that would be considered like a hitter, right? A heavy hitter behind you or supporting you. You know, she part of Avatar Nation, or was part of Avatar Nation at one point in time. And now you even got fucking T Duck's name up in here. New Era King of all people. New Era fucking King. And I wish and pray and hope this nigga come through here. He come through any other time on a goddamn fluke. Nigga, where are you? Because they saying, hey, George, what's up with you? What's good, sincere, man? Everything, all the things, just doing my thing over here in Highlander country, kicking it with my people. I'm glad you're here, not herbs. I rebuke it in the name of El Cristo Negro, okay? When Tracy told Lemon he sounds like Rob Rags, he lost it. Well, they all sound the same. Them liquor sector niggas found their way over to Lemons, too. Now, he might have not knew that that's what they were or who they were, but they all found their way over there fucking around with him, trolling and shit, because they some trolls, too. And the goddamn King of Pedals was there with their asses. His ass was there, too. Hey, what's up, Rico, man? Your name been on the wire. Your name been on the wire with all this craziness, you know what I'm saying? With Snoop and everything, you know what I mean? But right now, I'm talking about this. Because I had kind of like, I was very, very dismissive of the Barney situation. I was like, okay, here goes another one of those, Tuck and D scenarios, one of those train wreck type of scenarios. I never had Phantom in my mind that she would end up with the herps. Like, I feel so bad for her when it comes to that, because if she's fucking serious, you know what I'm saying? Because you have fucked your body up for a piece of shit. You have contaminated your body for a piece of shit. And then you're running around here talking about, yeah, I let them around my children, and that's where I fucked up, and da 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 da. But outside of that, I was this way and that way. No, bitch, your children are always the first and the most important thing, because you are their first line of defense. You never let a nigga over your children that you don't fucking know. You got to get to know these niggas. And that takes time. It could take years. Because even when you get caught up with a nigga, you still don't know him. You could have known that bitch for 15 years. Because when you marry them and stuff, things change. Everything is until it ain't. but you are the first line of defense for your children. So you are their security. That is their home where they have to sleep at night. Things should be peaceful. Food should be on the table. Warmth should be in the household. They should be in fucking heaven. Like when you walk out the door and you got to go into the world and deal with all the things of the world. And then when you come back home, you walking into fucking heaven. This is your sanctuary. This is your peace. This is your home. This is where love resides. Love for yourself, love for your babies, and if you got a nigga, love for your man too. But just not any old fucking motherfucker. And you talking about you rebounding because that dude went over to wherever the hell he went. He got deported. I don't know if the nigga got deported or whatever, but you didn't give yourself enough time. Like you rebounding. And if he hadn't got deported or wherever he's at, I keep calling it the same deported, you said you still be with him? That's your baby's father. So you obviously have a relationship, a substantial relation with him, one that is founded, right? And there's babies involved, your children and stuff. And then your children got to tell you that this motherfucker that you done lit into their household, it's like, why this nigga here? Why he constantly going live? Why he up in the shower doing lives and stuff and talking to people? They looking at this dude as a weirdo. And I know your son, he's a little bit more mature. He probably wanted to fight the nigga. Nigga, get out my mama house. Get the fuck up out my house. So you took away their peace. You turned their heaven into a fucking hell. Do you understand that? And now you online and you talking about all these people. Oh, he's a weirdo. They want to clap him and stuff. This is your people's watching the lives and seeing this stuff and they feeling this way about him. But I don't know if that's really true. Because my people's like, they wouldn't allow it to go that far. Like, oh, you doing weird shit like this and all that. I'm surprised they didn't just come over and remove that nigga about your household. Just remove his ass. Oh, come on. Hey, you know what? Mm-hmm. I heard a lot about you. Yeah, man, let's go. Let's go over here to the store real quick. What you drink? You like to drink X, Y, and Z? Yeah. Seemed to me like he'd have been removed. I don't think you have like protection or a whole bunch of people surrounding you. You know what I mean? That will shut some shit down. But sometimes, like with women, they get protective of these men that they like and stuff, and motherfucker want to put hands on a person, do things, and they will. Then here go the bride. You hit my baby, and then they get tired of that shit, and then they just say, "Fuck it, just gonna be a dingbat." And don't tell me no more about this motherfucker and what the fuck he did. Matter of fact, let me just move around from your ass because I'm going to end up wanting to do something to you. So people will just leave you where you stand if you keep on doing the same dingbat stuff over and over and over again. That will happen too. But I don't think you have like a protective group or family structure around you. It's just weird. Like, I don't know, but then I don't know. I don't know if those children were called anybody. Like, because children will do that. They'll call their grandparents. They'll call their aunts and uncles. They'll start making calls. Yeah, my mama got this and he's over here and we don't like it and it's making us uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But you got the nigga out your household, albeit though, and maybe he left on his own and decided to take everything out the refrigerator with his ass. And that's the sign of a bitch ass nigga. Like, you gonna go in the refrigerator and take food out of the refrigerator from children? You taking from the mouths of babes? Let that dawn on you before you decide we're going to go back to this food. Because what I've learned about a lot of these broads on here, they'll say they're done with this man or done with this person or done this way, that way. And then they go right back dealing with those same people and them same niggas. But please let's settle in your head, in your mind, that this fool not only gave you the herpes, he gave you disease that it can't be taken back. But he was taking food out of your refrigerator away from your children, and that he disturbed their peace, their heaven. Because see, the homes we create for these children could be heaven or fucking hell. I believe in creating heaven for children. So when they come home, shit is smelling good, food is on the table, the house is fucking clean. You know what I'm saying? Everything is warm and delightful, full of cheer. They can go in their rooms and they comfortable. They got all the amenities. Okay? When they come in, it is warm, it's nice, it's toasty. It's cold outside, but it's warm in here. People might be starving out there, but you eating in here. There might be war and destruction and all kinds of shit out there, but it's peace in here. And there's love in here. This is the closest thing that you're going to get to heaven on earth. It's here in the household with your mama. The fuck are you bitches doing? Creating hell type environments for your children. Then you be online whining and crying and shit, talking about the nigga did me this way and that way. The fuck are you talking about? This is the time when you should be pouring into your children, reassuring them that this shit will not happen again, creating something more stable, because they're probably just that shook up. They probably don't know you're their first line of defense. You are their only protection. Their only fucking protection. You said yourself, you're a single mother. You are their only fucking protection. So what happens when they don't have no protection? Just, and they saying T-Duck was up in the house. Like, say what? They said they heard that new era. They heard his voice. That new era is in the house with her. Now, I don't know if I really believe that or not. You say he was. Say what, Rico? Was he up in the house? This shit gets weirder and fucking weirder. I don't know. I don't know who does that. I don't fucking know. Let me go up here and read these comments, because I've just been talking. Like, this shit pisses me off. I don't like when broads get down like that. Like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't like when broads get down like that. I'm gonna get that bitch. You talking about you gonna get Snoop, or who you gonna get? I can guarantee she put men over her children. Facts. Okay. What do you think of Rob paying the rent for December? What do you think of Rob paying the rent for December? So he paid her rent for December? Fucking good. Nigga, you there. You pay where you fucking lay. You laid your head there, bitch. You pay where you fucking lay. I don't know no man who don't know that shit. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. You up in her house. You laying there. You taking showers. You fucking eating. You using PG&E. You fucking flushing toilets. You got a bed, motherfucker. You laying your head down somewhere. God damn it. If you was at a fucking hotel, you'd be paying for that bitch. You pay where you lay. And matter of fact, didn't you just come the fuck up out of a fucking hotel? Didn't that bitch just come out of a hotel? Looking for sanctuary. That's probably why he got with her. He looking for sanctuary. Then for her to say she allowed him to still continue to stay when she said he closed the door on him and her son in the room. What? Wait, then for her to say she allowed him to still continue to stay when she said he closed the door on him and her son in the room. What does that mean? That he closed the door on so she was in the room with her son and he closed the door on them? Like he tried to lock them in or something? In Brazil, and I believe that's what happened. He got deported. So he did get deported to Brazil. Oh wow. Poor kids. Imagine him in your house. She didn't turn their fucking whole, paradise into hell. Like, see, when Bronze be doing that shit, I just be like, man, stop it. Goosey found a clip from her live and he can be heard in the background. It didn't sound like a phone. It sounded like he was actually there. So Goosey found a clip from her live where it sounded like T-Duck was there. Oh, Era. Mm-mm-mm. Snooped and fucked up, but she gonna learn. Last time she cried, I dragged her so bad. These older ladies. I was saying, what? He paid rent for 1 month. Well, he was fucking there. Shakim, she didn't answer the question. Well, who didn't answer the question? I didn't answer the question. Are you saying what do I think about it? I'm saying he should have fucking paid the rent. I think that's what you're saying, Molly. Is there another question I didn't answer? Oh, what do I think about him paying for rent for December? If he was there, that's what he's supposed to do. I ain't thinking nothing about it, bitch. That's what you're supposed to do. The fuck? I wish you would be. I wish a nigga would be laid up with me. He ain't fucking paying no bills. He ain't doing shit. He just laying up in here. In what world they doing that? No, no, sincere hello. No, the question about how much is the rent. Oh, I don't know. I mean, how much is the rent? Is she on some kind of subsidized rent or something like that? Because rent is high in California. Is she from California, right? I'm assuming that she's in California. At minimum, she's paying $2,000 a month. I don't know where this nigga gonna get $2,000 from. Didn't this nigga just come out a car that he had to breathe into to get it started? Didn't this nigga just come out of the motherfucking goddamn Red Roof Inn, out of fucking hotel, motel, Holiday Inn? You know, Motel 8 and shit like that. Didn't he just come the fuck up out of there? Like, where this nigga getting money from? Didn't he just fucking get a job or lost his job? The nigga ain't cutting hair no more. They asked Barney how much is the rent and she didn't answer. Oh, they asked Barney how much the rent is? Yeah. I wonder why. Well, I mean, it really ain't nobody's business how much her rent is. I mean, that's the truth. It ain't nobody's business how much her rent is. Not CPR. Oh, no. Yes, Dr. Soapy. He had to breathe into the fucking car to get the car started. And then he had got drunk when he was over there fucking around with Tracy. And then she had to breathe into the car to get the car started. Because he couldn't breathe in there. The F okay. The F Guan MF around here. What's going on down here? Talking about hey Adrian. Talking about what I seen over at Clyde Divas. I mean, I feel like Clyde Diva gave a good live, and I think I'm glad more people are coming over and supporting her, and more people are coming over giving their exclusives or whatever the fuck to Clyde, and keep the momentum up, Clyde. Keep doing the damn thing. But they found their way over to Clyde Divas. The girl did, Barney did. And Goosey was there too. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to talk her down. Like he was trying to get her to stop and not say so much. But I guess he does play a part in this. Goosey does. Hater remix. I hope I said hi to you. I don't think I said hi. Let me put you on the Summer Jam screen. Ooh. Put you on the Summer Jam screen. And yeah, Goosey probably should have never gave that first live where he kind of showed the situation, because then he made her fodder for the masses. And I think Goosey needs to start understanding that power that is the goose. You know what I'm saying? The goose power, the power of the goose. Okay? He needs to start understanding his power a little bit, that he does have a tendency to be able to sway people away. So when he gets up there and he starts playing people's lives and he starts narrating and all the fucking things, that is a form of planting seeds. Okay? You're dealing with fertile ground, which is the minds of these fucking dum dums, and you're sprinkling seeds everywhere, and something's gonna take root, right? Maybe not what you want to take root is if you're trying to make her seem better, in a better light than what she actually is in, but something is going to fucking take root. Unfortunately, bad things are taking root. She's being dissected and torn apart and looked at for all aspects, letting a man in her house, being around her children, hitting all these panels, hanging around goddamn drunkards and perverts online. You know what I mean? Now you got T-Duck in the house, all these different things. And this is what is now becoming of the situation. And I just think Goosey needs to understand, like, he has a little pull, a little power, if you will, and he needs to know how to use it. If you're protecting your friend, then she should have never been content, at least not coming from you. She should have never been content, because she was going to make the fucking content real anyways. But you being the person that you are, and the fact that quite a few people come over there, that puts more of a spotlight on her. If she was just hanging around with the underground, that's what the fuck she been doing, the dungeon crew and shit, it would have never really been much of nothing. It would have been stayed over there with them fuck ass niggas in the fucking, I said them niggas, I said it with the hard ER, them fuck ass niggas in the dark. Do you hear me? It would have stayed in the cracks and the crevices with the creepy crawly things in the fucking dark. Them niggas are the fucking, like I said, they are the little insects that be found in the cracks of walls and shit. Do you understand? Yeah, I came with the hard ER. I mean, I'm trying to niggers, okay? Them niggers over there. Don't trust them new niggers over there with their new nigger nostrils in the air. Okay? We on that one. Uncle Ruckus. Then again, you are what you attract, okay? But what I'm saying is that he shined a light on the creepy crawly things, on the fucking insects. Like, oh, this is Goosey. It's in this species over here. Do you see that species? What shall we call it? It's in its habitat. Look at it go down and inch its way. It almost looks like a centipede. You know what I'm saying? This is Goosey. You're breaking it all down and stuff, but this is about his friend. Not blocked and reported to the NAACP. I can't put nothing past none of these motherfuckers. I cannot put nothing past any of them. I'm trying to tell you, it's just weird. They are all fucking weird. But I don't really. Now, Goosey's laugh is weird as hell. Okay, like his laugh, but I don't think he is without reason. And I do believe he really cares for this girl, Barney. That's his friend. They talk behind the scenes, and he keeps on seeming to be wherever she is to kind of save her from herself. And he just should have never went live. shining a light on her at all. And I don't think he understands that he has a little bit of influence, or he should know this. He should know that he has a little bit of influence. King Kyles, well, welcome. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought you was keeping people from coming over here. At least that's what's being said. But let me get back to what I'm saying, because I want to be set to the side by nobody popping up. But if you have a little bit of influence, then I know that, or you should know that it can cause things to go away one way or the fucking other. And that is your friend. So in relation to that, you should just let them motherfuckers stay over in the goddamn crevices that they were fucking in, and it would have been contained a little bit more. The shit would have been contained over fucking there. You could have went over there, which I wouldn't have done it, but you could have went over there to Drunkard Land. You know what I'm saying? To Pedoverse, to weird ass nigga world. You could have went over there and told her to come from out the darkness, but she was playing. She liked, she was playing over there. That's what she want to do. And she playing over there. So I don't know, but I just. But look, hindsight is 2020. We can't change these scenarios. We can't make it go back. But I do believe that Goosey's trying to make it better. You don't know Goosey very well. Well, I know him well enough. I know Goosey likes to play. He is dark side. One of the originals, if you will. He knows how to troll. He knows how to play this game. He's not dumb, stupid, or daft. He know how to pit people against each other and a whole bunch of other things. I know Goosey well enough. But I'm going by what he's saying. He's saying that this girl is his friend. So, show yourself friendly. Show yourself friendly. The United Drunkards of America. I'm trying to tell you, they were first manned by this fucking nigga. His name is Rich Bleezy, who also found his way over to Lemons and tried to become a fixture over there and was being entertained over there. Okay. But this nigga at 19 years old wanted to fuck around with a 13-year-old. Literally was fucking around with a 13-year-old. What 19-year-old is fucking around with a 13-year-old? That was their captain. That was their leader. Okay. And I'm certain he's still probably over there. It's a whole bunch of them. It's an alabaster bitch in a wig. I call her a Rosewood hoe. She's a racist white broad. That's the one I was talking about earlier, who wants to read racist books to imaginary half-breed children. It's a whole bunch of fucking rejects over there, okay? Niggas who will spin narratives, that will fucking lie, who like to stay drunk. And they really don't have no respect for women, especially black women. It's a hodgepodge, a plethora of just nothingness. And that's where they've been hanging out at. That's where she been hanging out at. I don't even know how she found those people. You say she's Avatar Nation. Why the fuck she didn't go back to Avatar Nation? Why the fuck she hanging over there in the lower bottoms, in the slums and shit? It's a lot of PDFs in that sector. Facts. And those niggas are clout chasers. So the one, it seems like, that's trying to fucking be the leader of the pack now, which is Yagtavia's Lights. That bitch is a super clout chaser. That bitch wants to be seen and said his name 24/7 and hitting links and talking like he got some goddamn sense and sensibility. But this nigga has been running around with these drunkards and pedos. pedo, sympathizers and shit. And racist. Because I think the Mexican be hanging with their asses too. Roy Rodriguez, if y'all don't know who the fucking Mexican is. This nigga want to run around in blackface and shit, mocking niggas and shit. He'll call you a monkey real quick. This is the crew. Then we got goddamn Rob Rack's ass running around with their asses too. And he a goddamn Hebrew Israelite who wanted to fucking be under the wing of Sinetta of all people. Niggas who hang with people like a brother polite and shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, every weirdo in the world came through Sinetta's couch. Did they not? Nature Boy, Polite. What is that chakra? The chakra, what's his name? What is that fucking nigga's name? Shaka, whatever his name was, with the fucking goddamn Kanakalan ponytail. And all of them are weird. And all of them are fucking with little girls. Like, this is the mindset of the crew of people that Barney has subjected herself to. And modded up and some other stuff. They're weird. They what to complain? Okay, they want to complain about the monster they created. Facts. They created the monster and they want to complain about it. It's amazing to me that people here will feed that behavior. It's not amazing to me because I've been watching all this young Pharaoh, Shaka Amos. Yes, you know about it. Shakim coming in with the peoples. Facts on facts on facts. All the weirdos. All the fucking weirdos. That's who Rob Rack was tap dancing for. Because he wanted to get on. He wanted to be part of that fucking crew. It didn't really like Sinetta. Sinetta wasn't really fucking with him like that. Nepal was trying to put him on too. Because Nepal was his best friend. Which I thought was odd. And I kind of felt like he was trying to push up on Nepal, but everybody kept saying, oh, they're just friends. Okay, whatever. There you go. Shit, fuck it. But that's where he really wanted to get on. He couldn't get on like he wanted to with Sinetta. Sinetta would pop up from time to time over there and let him dance a jig for him and stuff like that. But I don't know what it was. And Sinetta wasn't fucking with Rob like that. Then along comes a spider named Tracy and sat down beside him while he was eating his curds and fucking way. Okay? Her, Factavius, right? It was Yagged Lights and Factavius. But at this time it was Factavius. MU, they were all like, really what it was is that Factavius and him became cool. And then he seen the opening through MU to social climb via Tracy. And then we see all the scenarios going down with the Tracy Express train. All that shit popping. All of a sudden, this my baby, this my baby. And then they're in the Red Roof Inn. Motherfuckers grabbing titties, uh, breathing through fucking car scenarios. You know what I'm saying? They got to breathe into the car to get the car started. All kinds of weird shit popping off. And then the nigga end up in jail. She's like, I'm scared for my life. And then he goes to jail for about a year. How long was that nigga in jail? Was it about a year? He was in jail for a while. Don't forget about Judah. They were all hanging over at Judah's. Mm-hmm. And then Judah was always like having a situation with Nepal. You know what I'm saying? So that is the Hebrew Israelite crew of people. That is the sphere he comes from. So it's not weird to me to hear Barney say, Oh, he don't like black women because he's always called black women booger wolves, not auto CPR. He has always called black women booger wolves. What the fuck do you think he means when he's calling you? What do you women think that this nigga is saying when he's calling you a booger wolf? I mean, you thought it was a compliment? Hey, Hanlon, what was that doctrine that a nigga made up? What he called the doctrine, the mantra, like what's it called? The something doctrine? Oh, I can't even think of it right now. He came up with this whole doctrine, called himself creating. Do you remember what it was, Hanlon? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Barney, the best thing that happened to her is for this situation to be over. And I'm praying that she don't have herpes. She says she does. She has said it yet a fucking again. I really hope that's not the case. But they do have a whole community of people who have that, and they support each other, and I don't know, educate each other on how they can have healthy dynamics and healthy relationship with people who don't have it, and also with people who do have it. So she can have life beyond this. She can have sexual relations and relationships and all these things, but I think she needs to heal herself for one, and then she needs to bring heaven back to her home for her children, security back to the home for her children, so that they can feel safe in their home, and never allow for that shit to ever happen again. Because kids won't tell you this, but what they do is they lose respect for their parent, and they lose a sense of security. Like, they're not going to trust you. They're just not going to trust your judgment. And it's going to take a while for them to feel safe in their own home again. Because you lit in their eyes, it's a monster. You lit the boogeyman into their home. The fuck? The boogeyman is here in our home, mom. The boogeyman is eating our food, mom. The boogeyman is in our shower, mom. You are kissing the boogeyman, mom. And if it's a boy, even and girls too, I can put it on boys, but a boy though, a man child, he be ready to fucking tear a motherfucker head off. The fuck, nigga, get out my house. Get out my mama house, you bitch. I'm surprised he didn't try to fight him. Like, I'm surprised the son did not try to fight that nigga. And don't be slipping on those men children. You know what I'm saying? The man child, your sons. Because your son, like, they're protective of their moms, to protective of their household, because they are, in their mind, the man of the household. And they be ready to fight. And they will have the strength in them. But you don't ever want to put your child in that position. So, sincere, you have a super chat from Judy Coates. I have a super chat? Oh, shit. Oh, thank you, Judy. I appreciate it. It's a super sticker. Aw, I missed it. How long ago was that? At 9:52. Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. At least it wasn't so bad. Judy, I'm gonna have to pay attention. I appreciate it when this happens, though. I mean, like, aw, y'all make me feel special sometimes. Like, I mean, well, not all the time. I'm happy. I have my Highlanders. I have my space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am happy for that. And I can come here and hit my own damn link and talk my talk in my space. Like, I don't have to be under anybody else's construct, which I don't want to be under nobody else's construct, because the shit is bullshit. But anyways, I just thought I'd come up here and talk about that. And I'm hoping that, things get better. I'm certain Goosey's going to go live tonight, and it's just going to be probably more fuckery. I don't know. I hope it's not more fuckery. Barney's on a roll right now. And T Duck, I know you probably in my clouds. Are you gonna catch it on replay? Nigga, I hope you wasn't at that broad's house. Like I really hope you wasn't over there. They say they heard you in the background. Why would you be at that broad's house? Like, why would you get caught up with her, especially when she fucking with Rob Rack and stuff? And you got your own set of children and shit to be looking after and your own wife. Nigga, what? Like, really, what you doing? And that's why motherfuckers be like, when it comes to you, T-Duck, they be saying certain things and stuff. Now, I don't never really judge you, and I ain't trying to judge you right now, but I'm definitely trying to figure out, like, why would you be in this woman's house? And this will be like the second time, if this is the case, that you got caught up in a way that's kind of weird. Like, first it was that Empress Janet broad, and when you had to fucking post her up like the weekend at Bernie's and shit, because the bitch damn near OD'd on your ass. I think the bitch did just OD. She just like, I don't know how the fuck she came back to life, but I know you were trying to post prop her ass up as proof of life. Like, I'm gonna take a picture with this bitch so a motherfucker know I didn't murk this hoe. And then drop her ass right the fuck on this beach and keep it pushing. Okay? Take a picture, poop, and then walk the fuck away. The bitch go straight backwards. Bloop. Nobody will know the wiser. Audio left the sector and no one cared. Audio left the sector again? Wait, didn't he leave once before? You're cool with me, sincere. Thank you, Judy Coles. I really appreciate it. Beef sector is lame. The Butch 123. Okay, you said the beef sector is lame. Jalen, is that you? That's why. So he left the sector? Overdosing all 2026 ass bitches. Oh my God. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this stuff is so weird, but I'm really trying to figure out if in New Era King really did that. But that is Jalen? Oh, okay. Jalen. Well, you didn't change your name. The Butch 123. I gotta keep up with these niggas. Now, one place I think he will be, New Era King, is over there in the Mo 3 sector. He gonna find his way. He's probably gonna either be at Mahia's or he might be over at Big Lax. Hey, has Bimp been going live? I have not been getting notifications for Bimp. Has Bimp been going live? Because that's another place he'll be. But nigga, when I see you, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna find out. He's going to be doing Diddy content now. He said he gonna be doing Diddy content. Like, you track him. I know you making this shit up. Why he leave the sector? Because of the Maya broad? Yes, he had. Yes, he has last week. Hey, Fatina Robinson, peace and LBC. So he actually left. What are you leaving for? Was it because of the Maya broad? I think he really liked her. I really feel like he liked her. And then when it seemed like she was like getting on a little bit and starting to get some traction and stuff like that, that might have did something to him. I didn't even know the nigga had left. Don't worry about it, audio shit. People come and go. You can come back. You can come back tomorrow. They wouldn't have known the wiser whether you left or not. Just be back and get right up into the game. Just jump right back up in there and start talking about everybody like you've been talking about everybody. Because shit, everybody's talking about everybody. We all talking about each other. One way or another. I'm talking about bitches, bitches talking about me, so on and so forth. That's how the story goes. I was at Bumps last week. I'm not lying. So he really left. The hell? I think he's leaving for many reasons. I mean, he was getting a little bit of traction. Like, I'm confused by that. Hey girl, you on fire. I just got to Texas. Yeah, but I missed your last live. Oh, okay. Hey Shane and the Scandal, you traveling? I'm getting ready to travel in a couple of days too. So I gotta get my lives in because I don't think I'll be able to do a live tomorrow, but quite possibly I can. But definitely I will not be doing a live for like about 3 days. I wonder who texts his mama. Somebody text his mama. What? Somebody text his mama. These people are weird. Like, I mean, they are really fucking weird. Like, I don't want to text nobody, mama. I don't want to know nothing about your family. I don't care about your dynamics. I really don't even care about this stuff with Barney. Like, it's something to talk about to some extent because I'm coming from the space of I can't believe you let this nigga in your house like that and then he tried to run off with the food. And that you, like, I just want to say this to women. Like, I'm going to say this to you. Especially if you're a single mother, don't you ever, ever make your household hell on earth for your babies. Don't you fucking ever do that. That is the place, that is their first concept of fucking heaven. Do you hear me? What heaven should look like, what it should be. It should be peace. It should be love. It should be warmth. It should be comfort. And all little fucking bubbly things that they like and shit. You know what I mean? It should be joy. It should be happiness. It should be love. This is their heaven, the closest thing they will know to heaven. And you are their protector, like you are their God. You could do nothing wrong. They feel like you can do every fucking thing. For somebody to have that much trust in you, like what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you bitches? Half of you hoes be online and shit. Your kids be screaming in the background and shit, having to get your attention. You barely pay them any fucking attention. They half-ass, I don't even know if they getting fed. You talking about you feeding them a meal and shit like that, but how you feeding them a meal? Ain't no pots rattling. Like, ain't nothing popping. Like, what you doing? Giving them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for fucking dinner? Quick meals? Microwavable meals? Get in there and cook. Cook for your children. And I'm not talking about that package bullshit that you guys put a little bit of milk and some butter to and call it macaroni and shit. Like, fuck that shit. Cook them a meal. Make sure their stuff is clean. Their clothes are clean. Their bed is nice and warm. They got their favorite blankets and stuff like that. Like, man, it's heaven. My mama always told me when you get your home and stuff, you make your home beautiful the way you like it to be comfortable. If you like a lot of flowers or if you like a lot of plants, then let it be overran with plants. You know, you know, when you put your money to something, make sure you know where your money is going. Like you could see your money. My grandma used to always tell me that too. Buy something where you could see where your money went to. Meaning buy the nicest things. So you could say, like you look at it and say, oh man, I bought this bed frame and this shit is 100% oak or this and that. And it cost over, $2,000, but I could see where my fucking money went to on something that's nice and sturdy, make my house look nice and stuff. Like invest in your home and you create it the way you want to be, you make it your heaven. So when it's your sanctuary, so when you walk out, when you walk in from outside, it is beautiful. It is paradise. This is your paradise here on earth where you can have your peace. You kick your legs up, you'll kick your feet up and stuff, and you're like, man, I'm so glad to be home. And it should be the same way for your children. Like it really should be. So I don't know what Barney gonna do. Is that dude coming back? Does anybody know the deported guy? Is he ever gonna get back here? Or is he officially deported? Like he ain't coming back? Because she literally said that she would still be with him. Like that's one of her baby's daddies. Like I don't know how many children she had, but that's one of the daddies. Generational curses do exist. That is true. It's supposed to be a safe space. Facts. Your house is a sanctuary. It's supposed to be a safe space. Hey, Big Rig, peace in the LBC. What's going on with you? These brides, I don't even know if they even know how to be mothers. It's like I'm confused by them. I decorated my new place like an Egyptian temple. Love it. Okay, you make it your own how you want it to be. Like it's a reflection of yourself. It really is. Most likely, it's a family pathology, deep rooted issues with her own mother prompts her to create chaotic environments for her children, repeating the cycle and pathology. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but right now they can't keep her from hitting a link. Like, if she's hitting all, like, I want to say the usual suspects, or at least people that she knows, where I think she knows numbers are going to go or be. I don't know what made her go over to Clyde Divas, but I'm glad she did go. She went to Clyde Divas. Because, I mean, that's a good place to be. But I don't know how she knew. Maybe she seen, because I didn't look at Clyde Divas' title. Did she have her name in the title? Oh, I think no. Clydeva's title was something about the refrigerator, about the food in the refrigerator. So maybe it's the titles, right? However you title a thing and she thinks you're talking about her, then the Barney girl pops up. I think that's how it is. But quite possibly it could be somebody in the background telling her, hey, go over there. They're talking about you over here, or go over here, because I'm trying to figure out how is she finding, like, how is she just popping up like that? I could see her popping up at Goosey's because her and Goosey is friends. I've been by Clyde a few times. She's laid back. Yeah, she is laid back. She's from Cali. You know what I'm saying? She a Cali girl. And I think a lot of times Clyde don't even be interested in half this shit. It's just a conversation. You know what I mean? It's like it's like it's either it's neither here nor there with her. But if you happen to pop up and it can be a conversation, then fuck it, we can have one. But I think a lot of times she is not as interested. She's just not that vested. It's just, okay, something happened. This is what happened in this moment. This is what fucking happened today. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow something else will fucking happen. But today, this is what the fuck happened. And she did try to give her a little game, but that girl wasn't listening. The Barney girl's not really listening to, constructive criticism. She is not really listening to, she ain't listening to sound advice. She seemed like she caught up a little bit emotionally. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Got to get those emotions under control. She should have gave herself a little time to fucking breathe. I mean, her dude just got deported. Breathe. Make sure your children are okay. Everything's stable with them and stuff. They got all the things that make them happy and full of joy. And take time to heal yourself and decide which direction you want to go. You just don't be giving yourself up to any old random ass nutcase that you just found on the goddamn internet. I mean, I'm assuming Barney's in California. And I'm assuming that she has to be somewhere around in Sacramento. Because I think Rob is in Sacramento. Now, this is an assumption, but if you guys know any different, you could tell me. But I'm assuming that she is in California and in the Sacramento area, to where there was, like, just a ride to get to her. Maybe at the most 30 minutes. You know? So I think that because she said that they did it in the car. But Let me tell you, there's plenty of fucking men in California, even in Sacramento. There is men everywhere. There are men folk everywhere. You did not have to go online and get a nigga that was gonna give you the herps. And when did he get the herps? Cause they trying to say Trissy don't got it. They trying to say Empress Janet don't got it. He was fucking around with them longer. There has to be a gestation period. And then we seen the dude online all this time. We really didn't see him fucking with no bitches. So when did this nigga get the herpes? That you got the herpes? You saying he gave it to you, or did you have it and you gave it to him? Like, this whole thing is weird. I want to live, baby Rob. Okay. Oh wow. This is, I don't know about all that. The mind cannot process trauma or enter a state of peace without meditation or some sort of psychotherapy. Yeah, she's clearly mentally unstable and not emotionally regulated. Just saying. Mm-mm-mm. And exercise plays a huge role in mood. Facts. Do you know which female CC broke Clyde Diva's heart? Uh, I know of her having a relationship with a female, but I don't know. I want to consider her a CC. I've never seen her do CC things, but she does be in chats and stuff. Um, when he was in jail, he got it when he was in jail. Having sex in a car. Why doesn't she have a man who will take her to to a short stay? Not a short stay, not to an extended in. Oh my. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, anyways, y'all, let me get off of here. I've been on here too long. I just wanted to come here and talk about that for like half a fucking second and just kind of see where the night is gonna go. This is weird. I think I'm gonna go into the Mo 3 sector and see if I see Era's ass. Now, Era is a conversation right now, and he's probably gonna go where he thinks that he can get the most attention. Like all these motherfuckers attention seeking. So I could see him being over in the Mo 3 sector, probably try to hit Mahea's link and run that shit over there. So they, it's all about content. I'm trying to tell you, at this point, this shit is just all content. People, I mean, it's weird. It is just really weird. I'd rather buy a Tay from Candy Coated Nights than sleep with Rob Rax. Damn. But anyways, let me get out of here. I'll see y'all next time. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. Maybe not. And we will see. So let's see what happens. Peace in the LBC. I'm out, y'all. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I'm gone. I gotta find my outro. I'm gonna play this outro. Something simple. All right. See y'all later. Bye.